So what happened, man? Can you guys explain? Because I haven't been here for the last 16 hours.
We're gonna explain. You want to do the explaining, Nick? Want me to do it?
Okay, what the hell are you wearing on your face?
Yeah, I'll do the explain.
That's
That sounds
stupid,
great.
man.
So, hillbillies shot me.
Hillbilly shot you. Okay, why did they shoot you?
Oh wait.
I woke up in fucking pillbox. Nothing in my fucking pockets.
No.
Then
Okay, so the
after
hillbilly
that,
shot you and pocket wiped you.
after that, I came back. The Vagos kind of told me about everything because I guess the Vagos were there. And then I come back and I go to bed basically. And then what happened?
We went
Jack,
to the ranch.
Okay,
Oh,
you know
ranch,
what happened. Okay,
Doc.
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to their ranch. You know, they were already expecting us to come out there. We shot one of them down. You know, one that was like exposed. We left. You know, they called us out on Twitter, so we went back there. We pinned them into the ranch. You know, inside the building. Gio unfortunately got tagged and went down, and we got like 2 of them. And then, you know, we just had them contained in there for a while, and then out of nowhere, we see this bike come pulling up, like just flying through. We assume it's one of them. Jack started shooting at him. Then this guy, he just keeps like zooming back and forth, but this motherfucker has a sniper rifle, and he's like just trying to pick us off on a hilltop. And we retreated out of there. And as we're retreating, you know, Sam got shot once. He was bleeding out. I got shot once. You know, it hit me in the vest, and then as I went to go get in the car, he drilled me and put me down. These people help me get up.
Let's explain as well why it came down. The problem was Lou was a very weird one because
Yeah, we didn't know who he was at
basically
first.
Till, not even who it was, the reason he was there. So Till basically explained to me, you know, that apparently he was a regular visitor. That's what he told us after. But beforehand, we just see a black tail guy on a bike. Before we had a black tail guy on the bike right next to their compound, who actually drove into one of our cars, or we pulled out and nearly hit one of them. And they went crazy and they had a gun out. You know, they sound like a hillbilly. Well, then on the other hand, you never know. Because obviously they wear a mask. But obviously, as it was right next to their compound, then you think, shit, it is what it is. We let them go. We didn't do nothing about it. We just drove off. Then, when we came back, he had pulled up in the middle of the gunfight. We had a massive gunfight with the hillbillies. What did we do? We downed like 2 of them or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Gio got downed. All 3 of us was holding all the entrances. I was holding roof, and the rest of the boys was just done with them. We kept going on. We was even like having phone calls in the middle of it, saying, you know,
Yeah, I was
get out of the meth. We're gonna fuck you up.
I was like, come on.
But it wasn't just a simple shooting, you know, like it was good shit. It wasn't bad. What I'm trying to get at is basically a guy pulled up next to the house. I'm not too sure if maybe he didn't hear the shooting or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe he had his car radio on. I can't really give an excuse towards that.
Oh, we're in the
But
back
he
by the
pulled
pool.
up right next to the house.
I
And
mean,
was
the
gonna
way
let
he
him meet
came,
the
he came
hillbillies.
flying through though, so he knew there was shooting going on. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but he
man.
stopped right at the front of the house. And when I seen him stop right at the front of the house, I seen him stop.
Yeah,
Wait
that's
like
true.
2
That's when he started
seconds,
shooting at me.
and then I just
fucking-
started blazing him. And I think he lived, and he drove off.
Oh,
and when
yeah.
he drove off, he pulled out his sniper rifle and then started sniping the boys. So he sniped Doc. As Doc was trying to get in my car, I got Sam out. Then we came back and killed some of his bike crew people at the same
That
time.
was. I don't think that was his crew, man. To be honest,
Well, it was just more bikers.
because they were actually, you know,
Everyone
they were
was
like
just wearing
trying
black
to
top
help
biker
me.
helmets. Okay.
Yeah, you guys shot them, and you know, of course, he was up on a hilltop, started trying to shoot you guys down. It was just a clusterfuck at that point.
Yeah, as I said, it really wasn't nothing
You get that
too
PD
bad. It
got
was just a
involved for
very
a
big
second.
misunderstanding.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, remember we took him officers today. We didn't bitch about it. We told him to put his shit up.
But
we
wait,
didn't rob
wait.
him, and then he gave us his shit.
After we did our thing, didn't you know, like Dino and one of the other crews go out there and fucking take them all out or something?
Yeah.
All right.
But at the moment, what we're gonna discuss it because we don't want to all be in the same place for too long. But what we are gonna discuss is be careful of the compound. If you're at the compound, have you gone out? Don't be running around with AKs and shit like that. But if you can, just have you gone out? And if you got AKs on you, then obviously just stand inside of that little room. And if you need, that you can run out. But just be careful with these people. And when it comes down to fighting them, how do I explain this?
I wouldn't get dragged into the grape seed at all.
Yeah. I'd say go into their house is a no-no now. Pass this message on. It definitely needs to be passed on. At the end of the day, the reason why we went to their house was retaliating. We've retaliated 3 times. We've gone to their house and we tried to blaze them. Now it's on them coming after us. So for the future of our business,
We can call them.
we're
out
going to
now.
start moving into the meth business. So we know a few different labs that we can use. If not, we can move on to tables. But we know a few different labs that we can use for the moment. We don't need to go to this.
Who's that over there?
Where?
Never mind. That's
That's Sam. Yeah, it's Sam.
Sweet.
Thanks for
So
calling. How you
also
was
one thing
coming.
he did forget
It
is
was.
that we went today. Went to go try to actually take one hostage, but then they were on a roof and then had a gun out, started blasting, that kind of stuff. And then Till came later after PD showed up. Jack got shot down by PD. And then Till, like, I don't know how he got his body out. What we think is he's working with PD. And he's a fucking rat.
I can tell you, he's got fucking Hanson in his pocket.
Well, here's what he
This
did.
wasn't Hanson, though.
I know,
he
but
takes
I already
him-
know he has one guy in his pocket.
He takes him in a car afterwards. We had a lot of drama after that, but I'll save you the details. But Tommy and I had to take out half the PD. But
Sean.
I mean, I don't know if it was half.
Damn.
Well, we took out a lot of.
Nick's
We
a
had a,
shooter.
we started shooting. I mean, I'm gonna
Tommy
be
is
honest
a
with you. Tommy
shooter.
took them all out.
Yeah,
I
Tommy's a shooter.
I did more.
Let's be honest.
I did more suppressive fire. Okay, but it was pretty insane. And then after that, I get a call from Till saying, "Hey, come over. Hey, I have Jack." I'm like, "Wait, how do you have Jack?" He's like, "Well, I have him." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, we can." He's like, "What do you want me to do?" We kind of fought back and forth for a little bit, and then he said, "I'm gonna drop him somewhere, and then I'll give you a ping." And I'm like, "Okay." Well, we went over there and we scoped it out before we went right to like the ping and shit like that. And there's a cop on top of on a hill, basically right where he.
Oh, he's setting you up.
Yeah. So then we left. We went back when maybe the cop was gone just to see if, okay, maybe, because what he had said on the phone when I called him a rat. He just starts saying, "Oh, I accidentally shot a cougar. So then I had to, or I shot a cougar. So then that's probably why the cops are there." And then the story later on changes to, "I shot a cougar and then I had to call 911 to tell them I shot a cougar so they wouldn't come." And then it's all rat, yada, 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 yada. And so Till's a rat. I wouldn't associate with Till in any way, shape, or form. We took him out to the island and we left him there to live.
Oh.
I think his mother is looking for him on Twitter.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
on the
I
fucking
was
island.
about to say.
But when it comes down to Till, bro, these actions was most likely taken by his leaders. The hillbillies.
Yeah.
These are the people that told him to call the cops on us. Because if not, let's think about this logically. He could have just left me at the house and PD would have took me. He tried to help us out, got conflicted in the middle of it, and as he got conflicted, I feel like that's obviously where his boys told him to do it. I don't obviously exonerate
No, he's
what
a-
he
rock
did.
and a hard
He
place,
did.
but at the same time,
He did rat.
Rat, you guys.
But is his boys who told him to rat? Like,
Yeah, but
we've
if-
dropped M4s on people before. I dropped them at the front of PD. We ain't rats, but they're just trying to use them on their side. And I don't know.
Mhm.
It doesn't excuse it in any sort of way. We still got to fuck them up for it. But, yeah, I don't know. It's not like if we need to brandish the guy now as a rat. He's not a fucking snitch or nothing like that. Because he does know a lot about us. Even locations of probably places where I hide shit. And not where you guys hide shit, but you never know. And in the end of the day, if you wanted to be a rat, you could be a complete rat. But, as I said, when it comes down to Till, fuck Till, man. We got to fuck him up.
Fuck Till.
But
Okay.
it comes down not just to Till, it comes down to all the hillbillies stuff like that. And as I was
Yeah.
speaking before, but obviously I couldn't because I think we'll speak about somewhere else. But basically, we're going to start moving into meth business. We're going to start moving into the business. And when we move into this business, obviously we're going to have to find some new
Expect
people that would like to do
competition.
this. The people that are going to start doing it are probably going to be Dino. And the rest of his boys that already know how to do this. But yeah, it's definitely something that we need to start moving on. So we need to get quite a few boys to get into that. If people want to specialise in it, bring it up to the boys and yeah, definitely do that.
I think me and Dino are trying it out, or me and Dino and some others are planning on trying it tonight.
Well,
One
you
thing I
might already
did hear
know, but
from
you guys push on that, start selling it, and let's go.
one thing I did hear from Mason
Yeah,
over
to the
there with
vibes.
the Savages. He just said, "Hey, if you guys come down here, if you don't mind, just let me know, so we know if there's gonna be an
Yeah, we
explosion or
talked to him
anything."
last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I
talk to
mean,
me, and I told him
Whatever. I
that
mean, we
makes
tried to
sense.
I mean, if we try to let anybody else know, they start shit again. I mean, it's gonna be a mess. But
then on the other hand, listen, how much can we trust Mason at the moment? We had a shootout before with a guy who was hostage, and we don't know if he had anything to do with Mason or nothing like that. But Mason was literally the same description outside of the block, and they were off the same time. We got called out. The guy shoots him. So I don't know if Mason might have shot him because maybe we might have shot one of his boys. I'm not too sure, but I'd like to at least find out who the guy we shot first was to at least clear that situation up. But I don't think.
I don't think so. But it could be. It always could be. I mean, look what happened
Just
today, bro.
massive white bike, bro. Like,
But look at
at
what happened to us today, man. Like fucking Till is the
So-
last person I expected to be a fucking rat, and Till's a rat.
So question, how many gangs are we beefing with?
Everyone. Shadows versus the world, baby.
No,
No,
it's just
no.
Royal Black technically, right? And
Okay,
then
is
the Hillbillies.
Royal Black because of the 50K? Is that why? Or is there
Yeah,
another
well,
reason?
I don't even think we've like actually like.
Yeah, the Royal
Yeah.
Black shit,
That
bro.
hasn't been
We haven't
pursued
initiated-
at all.
We haven't
Fuck
initiated
pursuing
that, right?
anything, bro, at the moment until we finish what we're doing. And if they want to pursue us, then we could always widen it out and fuck them up.
Sounds good.
But
Yeah.
at the
I
moment,
think
if
they
we
would have
could
already
focus
tried to
on
make
less
a
people,
move because
we
those
could make it
guys, they
obviously
seem
not.
like they'll go in right away. I think that they
Yeah.
were gonna make
They're
a move.
probably
They would
waiting for
already
Polo
done
and
it.
Letty. But then on the other
I've
hand,
seen
Polo
them
and Letty,
around.
bro, are people you can sort of speak to in a way.
I've seen
Paul and Letty around?
I've seen Letty around at least once. Just like once though, so that was like 2 days ago.
But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like, so me and Phil were talking yesterday, and again, we're not cleaning anybody or taking anybody, but we're reorganizing what we have and who we have around, people who are active, people who are inactive. Nothing's been decided,
So who
nothing's
are the
been put
people that
together.
have you decided?
No, we haven't done it. We've just been making lists, right? And
Sweet.
people who are semi-inactive,
Just
we're
been mulling it over.
Yeah, no, we've been putting them, especially in the emails and stuff like that, as a shadow member, and then you have the shadows, right? It's just to clean up a little bit who we have active and who we know is around and is always doing stuff. Those people who are very active should be the ones getting first priority on anything. But yeah. So yeah.
So wait, you're saying? Sorry, you're saying? Is this in reference to anything in particular, like in terms of like a job
no,
or something?
it's just I've just we've had a lot of people. I've seen
Sweep the
and
trash
I've
out over
conversated with Jack, and it's like we have a lot of people and we have new people coming in. I'm not saying kick anyone out, but let's organize what we have and who we have and utilize
I
that to
think
the
what
best
Billy's
possible.
trying to get at is like people that we don't see around. Because
Nobody's getting kicked out.
we just see a little bit less around, like whiskey. But whiskey, obviously, even he said today, he's going to be around more and stuff like that. There's no issue with not showing up a little bit at times. It's more just knowing that you're going to show up one day. But there is certain other people, bro, which is like, when was last time we see Kennedy? When was last time we seen
shit.
Bill? Like,
She was
Bill, I
actually
love him
around
a bit,
yesterday.
bro,
I
as
seen
well, and he
Kennedy
was always
yesterday.
with us
Yeah,
too,
she
but
was
Yeah, Kennedy
around
was-
yesterday.
Bill, we didn't know what's going on. I know, but it's the first time we
I
see
know.
him in
I know.
weeks and weeks and weeks. And if we kept going on with the list, there is quite a few people which we haven't seen. And in the end of the day, there's no point of portraying ourselves as a bigger group than what we need to be. So yeah, I don't know. As I said, in the end of the
Again,
day,
nothing's
it's
been
not like
done.
if
We've
there's a
just
lot of people
been
which are inactive, but there is definitely 3 or 4 people maybe that we could
Nobody around?
Yeah, we're having a meeting.
sort out in a way at least until they're actually back.
But yeah, it doesn't have to do anything with what's happening here. It's just something I already mentioned to Jack a while back. And
We're
it just
along
kinda-
the
That's
radar
the
at
best
the
thing brought up
country
between me and
club.
something brought over the line.
Yeah,
Well, I
country
think you've
club.
noted it as well.
Out back by the
Fantastic.
pool.
It's like the first turn off.
You hear me, Nick?
No, I didn't.
I said this is somebody you've noted too. The
Someone's
same as
drunk.
Phil.
With
Someone's here.
Phil? Wait, what with Phil?
No, I'm saying this is somebody you guys have noted to me before as well.
Oh, as well. Yeah.
Like people that we don't really see around. At least, either make a bit more room for other people. So
Well,
obviously
I mean, yeah, it's just
they can do shit.
just asking people. Here's the thing, right? So, like our crew, like all you guys here create your own shit to do, right? Like, and a lot of our people create their own shit to do and stuff like that. I think what some people might expect when they first like join our crew is that they're just going to be handed like,
Yeah.
you know, everything just on a platter to do, or they're going to be coming on jobs with, you know, me or Jack or, you know, somebody else, you know, every single day or something. And that's, it's just not exactly what it is. And so you guys are all like creating your own things to do. There might be some people who aren't doing that. I don't really know, to be honest, if there is. So, but it's just that's kind of, for me, that's the kind of people I want to keep around. Like, honestly, all you guys here are those types of people.
But then on the other hand, can we
look at this.
admit that
Think
there
of
are certain people that we ain't seen around for ages? Then,
this is totally off topic, but you know, imagine if you a cop was, you know, conducting a traffic stop and to get away, you just did this. You just camera flashed him in the eyes and then turned around and ran away.
Well, you are so fucking stupid. We should drop on the island with him, man. What the fuck? Anyway, at the end of the day,
It would work.
we've already spoke. Well, when
Look
it
at
comes
that.
down to the meth, we're going to start moving into the meth. So Ben, Dino, all the rest of you boys get on that shit. That's going to be great.
Yeah,
And anyone who wants to come along with that, speak to Dino and Ben. Might as well as well.
yeah.
Give me the
Well, yeah, we're going to have to move into this shit. So even people that you see around the city, for the people that ain't going to be creating it, you guys can start maybe pushing it to other people. But then on the other hand, be careful at the moment, just because it's going to be sensitive towards the hillbillies. So
Yeah, just be expecting hillbillies coming after all of us. So
yeah, if
Be
you're at
ready.
the compound, have guns out. Sort out your boys, and yeah, I just haven't got time, bruv. It's long night. Let's not die. But yeah, we can go. Adios, adios.
What are
Take care.
we doing if we run up on a hillbilly somewhere?
just let them make moves, okay? We've made so many moves against them. I think
Yeah,
we just
that's
let them make any moves that they want to.
Yeah.
Hey, and don't sell shit to the pink guys, okay?
Why?
Because they snitched about Oxy to the PD.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they're
What's up with all the rats?
PD's watching the hotels.
What happened to my kid?
Carnage! You see this? Let's go. You see this?
This you, Phil?
Fucking newspapers.
Yeah,
There's
pulling
carnage
up.
on it. Let's go cause some.
You pulled up a little bit